Hi guys, so today I'm going to be reviewing a couple new items there from mydiamondpress.com, which is Diamond Press's site. They did send these items free of charge for my review, and all opinions are my own. And if you use the affiliate code VCDP, it will give you 20% off your purchase and also make a small commission for me, which I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And yeah, I mean, it's a great thing to do, get that 20%. So thanks Diamond Press for offering that. It's really, really generous. So these are some of the new items, and I thought these two went together really well, and so I'm going to use these today. This is the Slimline background dies geometric perforated is what it says, and then we have the Stampin' Dies grown with love. I do want to apologize for the mix-up with the dates earlier in the two earlier videos I released. It looks like now the items will be available on my Diamond Press on the 17th or thereabouts, but like I said in the other video, I had given a date, but I also said just to make sure to check in the description box for the links when they're available, or you know, just go to on that date to Diamond Press's site and you'll see the items. So for now, it depends on when you're seeing this. The items may be there, they may not quite be there yet, but we'll have fun when they get there. So let's open these up. I am going to open up these packages and I will be right back. So let's get the Grown with Love set here. Aww. It's a little wheelbarrow there. Okay, a little onion. Maybe like a little turnip or something right there. That is so cute. Let's open this guy up. So again, this is Stamps and Dies with, you know, a spring feel, which is always welcome. And I love gardening, so this is perfect. So let's look at the stamps. It says plant smiles, grow laughter, harvest love. We have our little tools. Again, a little onion, a carrot, boots, little peas. And let's see what this is. Grown with love. In every garden, a little rain must fall. And then we have, we're rooting for you. I don't say we're tooting for you. We're rooting for you. You make me happy. Okay. All right. That is so cute. That's very punny. And then we have our little turnip and then our little wheelbarrow and a bell pepper or sweet pepper. What do people call these? I call them bell peppers, but I'm from California, so that's just what we call it. I don't know. All right, and then we have the dies, cute little lace, which is great for, you know, any card. You can take this and use it for something else, however you like. And then all these different dies that go along with our little tools and the veggies that are in there. Super cute. The wheelbarrow, of course, the pail, and the boots and everything, and then some cute little sprigs. Adorable. And then, of course, our idea sheet or inspiration sheet. But with this one, you're basically going to stamp and cut. So, really gorgeous. That lace is really fun. So cute. Alright. So the reason I chose this to go with this is because I figure, you know, we can have fun playing with these. Oh my goodness. This is so awesome. Oh, you guys are going to flip out. They're the Perforated Dies for Slimlines. Okay. Gorgeous. Look at, oh my gosh. Look at that. And then we have our big guy folder, which everyone's looking forward to. I know I am. Oh, that's so pretty. So this one, obviously, you can see the flowers, the little curly cues kind of thing there. And then this kind of like Moroccan, like tile pattern. I don't know, you know, that's what I call lattice, however you want. That is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. And these go together so perfectly. I didn't even know what this actually would look like, you know? So I was just like, well, it'd be fun to kind of use those and have a background card, right? So that works out. And then this one, yes, there's actually just a die in here just to cut a slimline front, and let me measure that just so we know the sizing on it. Of course I say that and then my ruler ran away. Here it is. Of course we're going to cut this out, and I always measure them and then I cut it anyway, but this is just right on 8 1/4, which is what I love. By 3 1/4, that's it. I love 8 1/2 by 3 1/2. Slimlines, that's what I go with because it's easy to cut. You don't have to do anything with your paper and the width, and then, you know, cut it down the other way. So I like to mat them with mats that are about 3 1/4 by 8 1/4, so that's perfect. And then we have other little kind of slimline sized pieces. I don't know if you want to call them strips or however, you know, just like a little lacy look, because it cuts itself out, you guys. So that's really cool on this one. It has an edge. So I mean, that's what it looks like. So we'll try these out just to kind of play with those. And then there's other little strips that you can do in the other direction. And then just like little bits and bobs here. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Well, let me grab some paper and we'll get started. Oh, before I get started, I was just gonna, we hadn't looked at these things. So again, our big folder. If you haven't seen these, the first one came out there on HSN in a different kit that needed something like this. So this is 4 1/4 by 10 1/4 inches long. Awesome. All those slimline dies you have, we can start cutting them with these big guys. So that's really great. We have that in here. And then, of course, just like some images of what these things might look like. So that's really cool. I really like that those little pieces cut themselves out because you can just put them in your little... Like a band. It's so cute. Lots of different ways you can play with those. And then here we have these guys. So yeah, so let me grab some paper now and we will get started. Okay, so I think the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and cut and perforate the background paper. So I just have this green kind of, you know, very garden looking paper color, almost a little mossy green. And I'm going to cut the shape first and then... No, I'm not. Am I? Yeah, no, I'll cut it first. I don't know. Either way. So I'm just going to cut the shape first. And I'm going to use the larger die that I had from or larger folder that I had from before, just because I want to keep the other one pristine. But I had this one here that I've used several times now. And I'm going to cut this on the other side here. And you can see the Collegiate Alpha on there. It says, hey. All right, let's do this over here. And I am angling it as much as I can, and that's just a little tip I like to give, just so that when it comes to the rollers, it's hitting this point first before it hits, you know, the whole thing, instead of just, boom, hitting one more solid piece there. So I'm just gonna cut that guy out. Like butter, of course. Give it some room, because it's a longer piece here. All right, and there we go. Gorgeous rounded corners. Love it. Oh, Miranda had made me some little things here. And so many hearts. She said 100 hearts because she loves me 100. If you're not familiar with my channel, Miranda is my daughter. She's 6 years old. And let's never mind that she told Daddy she loves him 99. All right, 99 and 100. I don't know. I think 100 is more than 99. But okay, I'm going to take this. Let's do the floral one. And... oh, then I'm going to pop this through here and just put this on here. If you want to tape it, go ahead. But what's nice with die press is that you can see what you're doing. So I'm going to hold this. Again, a little bit of an angle. Not as important for this one because we're not cutting into that. It's just going to impress into that. So I'm going to turn this over just because I like to. You can run it through this way. It doesn't matter. And get this guy going. And we'll see how awesome this is. Oh, and you can see already, like, the little stitching, how it came through. Look at that. Beautiful. And people asked me about this before and the other perforated dies. Yes, you can definitely see light through these. I don't know if you can see them. You can see down here, maybe in this area. You see that? How my hand's moving. So if you wanted to wrap this around a little votive, obviously not the kind that you would actually light, but, you know, those little electric ones, you would see this pretty stitching behind there. Super easy. All right, so I have that piece, and I think I'm gonna come back and cut one of these guys out. I just don't know what colors I'm gonna use for my card base yet, but I think like a nice little white strip or something would be cute to kind of put on here, but we'll come back to that in just a minute. I will be right back. So I have some stamping card here. I believe this is Crafter's Companion stamping card. I'm gonna use it today, but sorry, I got a little something in my throat there, but I'm going to use it today. I have noticed some things about this stamping card that's not my favorite anymore, so I will be looking for a new one other than Nina. Is always a great Nina Classic Solar White. Thicker the better, the paper. This one seems to come apart sometimes, so I'm the fibers, maybe because it's so thick, and if you really bend it or use it in a project that has a lot of folds, it starts almost coming apart at those places. So that's what I've observed, and that's why I need to find a new stamping paper. But I'm going to use this. I think we're going to do the boots. And so, you know, on a slimline card, just depending on what you want to do. I think I'm going to do the little boots, and I think I'm going to do the little watering can. And then I'm going to have the sentiment, probably this big guy right in the center, you know? And that's kind of how I like doing things. But, you know, you can have it off to the side, whatever it is. You can have it this way. I mean, however it is that you want to do it. But I think for now that's what I'm going to do. So let me stamp these guys. And I'm going to use a hybrid ink because if I change my mind, I could use water-based markers. It doesn't have to be alcohol ink markers. And then give it some room for the dye because sometimes the dyes leave some white space, sometimes they don't. You can check that out first, but always leave some room for that dye to cut around your image. And this little guy. Actually, I should go the other way. And like I said, you know, Diamond Press uses some good acrylic because in my experience, they stamp really well the first time without having to prep them at all, like we do with some acrylic stamps. Look at that. Oh, all right. So what I'm going to do, I think these are the only two that I'm going to color in. So I'm going to grab some colors, some marker colors, and I'll be right back. I took a moment to just stamp the little tools. I may use them and may not, but it's nice to have them ready. And since we're coloring now, I might as well color everything at the same time. So, you know, I chose some different colors. Of course, I want some red. I have gray for the watering can, and then I'll choose some other colors as I go because I probably want the boots to be kind of fun. The red is for the spade, even though usually they're gray, but, you know, we can bring in some fun colors. Why not? And maybe do the handle gray or however. So I am picking out the cool gray colors in the Diamond Press markers. So I'm going to start with the light, and this is a nice size image, so I'm going to use the brush tip side. And again, I just come in, lay down some color. If we want to make this look like it's cylindrical, you know, a little bit roundish, what you can do is leave an area towards the center that's a little more pristine, like a little less color there. So I'll show you what I mean by that right now. Like I'm not even going to color that area. I think that's just fine. So I'm going to go in here, bring some of that in there. Again, you can follow that same rule like in here if you want to bring that around here and just leave that center area kind of not colored. And then we'll go in with the dark. That's how I do it, but if you have a different way of doing it, you know, whatever it is, just bring that as far in as you would like from the edge. And I'm kind of flicking it, but you don't have to do that. I'll do a... And I would normally work in sections. I'm just doing this all at once right now, but... And down in here, same thing around here, especially there, and then down in this area. And then I'll go in with that medium and bring some of that out a little bit. And try to blend that out a little bit. And then we'll go back in with the light one and blend it all together. And pretty much I'll do the same kind of steps with everything, but this is what I'm doing for now. And I'll color in our boots and I'll color in everything else and I'll be back. Okay, I think I'm done. So what I'm gonna do is take the dies that would cut these little guys out, and I'm just going to cut everything out. So again, you know, you can eyeball it there and put a little tape, and get them all cut out, and I will be right back. Okay, so we have our pieces here. How cute. Just popped out really nicely. Look at that. Okay, so we have these little guys. We have our perforated background. What I'm going to do is I took an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, your standard A2 size, and I cut it at 7 inches, left the 8.5 intact, of course. And we're just going to score this at 3.5 inches. So 3.5 here. And this is just an off-white colored cardstock. I was going to go crisp white, and then I changed my mind. So we have this one here. And that leaves us this little piece of cream color paper here that I'm going to use in just a minute. So we're going to layer our stuff up like this. So pretty. Again, you know, you can choose which side you like, the side that got pushed in or the side that's, you can feel the actual perforations, you know, however you like. And then this piece here I'm going to take and I'm going to cut out a little strip here. I think I'm going to go with this little guy with the vine look. And what I was saying about these other pieces, that if you want to use them and cut them out, that they would fit in this direction. You see what I'm saying? You can kind of use them as like little belly band looking, like little stash little areas. Super cute. So I'm just going to cut this piece out right here, and I'll be right back. And with this one, I just went straight in. Yeah, I didn't have to move it a little bit. It's just when you have a long, flat area, and that's with any machine. Just a little tip. You want to just kind of angle it there. And let's eject this baby. It has ejector buttons, it looks like. Alright. So pretty. Look at that. Okay. So let me think about how I want to arrange this all. And I'll be right back. Okay, I have an idea of what I want to do. I'm going to go ahead and glue these pieces down here. And then we will stamp our sentiment and get that cut out. So pretty. I love the way this feels. So cool. And if you wanted to, you know, corner around your card base, you can do that for sure. I'm going to leave it squared off on the edges, but you can definitely do something like that. Not going to glue this one down quite yet. And then I'm going to, you know, add our little pieces here. But what I'll do is take that cream color paper still and stamp our sentiment in a color that I think coordinates back nicely. Plant smiles, grow love. So pretty. Kind of a bigger sentiment, so I'm going to use a bigger block here. And trying to think, I have pinks, I have reds, I have gray in there. I think I'm going to stamp it in green just to do more of the green. So let me grab some green ink. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have grasshopper. It's a lighter green. And then I'm going to bring in some of this deeper green just to kind of add a little something here and there on the very sides. The bottom there. Just making sure it's a nice big stamp that I'm getting all the areas, and if not, I'll stamp it again. Aw, lovely. Okay, let me grab some dies that'll help me cut this out and then cut a mat for it, and I'll be right back. So I have this from the nesting dies set from Diamond Press. I'm gonna trim this guy out. I'm just eyeballing it, making sure it's straight. And then I'm gonna cut this guy out, the scalloped square nesting die that's, you know, a size bigger than this, in the green paper, and I'll be right back. Okay, I have lots of pretty things sitting here right in front of me. Let me put these over to the side here. And we'll glue these two together. And from here, it's just dimensional glue, or however it is that you want to adhere these pretty things. Excuse me, I misspoke like 3 times. I was going to say you could also run this green paper through the perforation dies, and I called them embossing folders, and I said something else, and might as well just get rid of that. All right, so I'm going to put this in here somewhere. I want this guy popped in here somewhere. And our little pieces are super cute. Maybe put the tools over here. Oh, we can put the tools. I guess we can put the tools wherever we want, but okay. So I think I do want to keep this down low. And then we'll go from there. Just gonna put this here. And here what sounds like an owl, but I don't know if I have owls around here. Anyhow, I'll be right back. I'm gonna do something like this, and I think I'm gonna put these little bits on here. I'm just gonna put some glue here. I would put the glue on the pieces, but you know, you can just pop it on there. Something like that. And something like that. Cute. I'm gonna let that set up before we add everything down, but I'll be right back. Okay. And I'm just gonna use this dimensional glue, but whatever you like to get your dimension. Okay, great. And I'm just gonna eyeball that, putting it right in the center. And then these guys, I'll give them a little bit of dimension too, but not too much. So adorable. All right, guys, thank you so much, Diamond Press, for sending these items for my review. I hope that was a fun tutorial for you guys to watch. I definitely will incorporate these perforated background, you know, or dyes into basically any project. Really, really great, especially with the Slimlines, because I know we're all getting started out with them, and have something fun and fresh to use is really great. So thanks for watching, guys. Again, I'll have the information in the description box as far as availability and the links, and of course, you can use the code VCDP to get 20% off your purchase there on mydiamondpress.com. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.